sitting position. Hi. I need to get closer to see when somebody joins. Hi, Sophia. Okay, so we are going to start in a sitting position. Just comfortable sitting position. Yes. Try to put your seat bones in the floor. You know how to do that. Empiecen sentados, poner los huesitos de la cadera en el piso. So I'm going to say it in English just in case somebody doesn't speak Spanish that joins us. But I mean, I don't have to say everything. You can just copy what we are doing. And we are going to do a relaxation practice today. So I'm going to do a little bit active abs and bottoms, but mainly we are going to just relax. So I'm trying to get you take advantage of the weather today that is a little bit warm, but I found this beautiful shade underneath a tree. So just relax and let's just try to relax our bodies after a busy day, busy morning, or whatever you are doing. So just for having a good, relaxing sleep night tonight. So try to bring your shoulders close to your ears as much as you can. Squeeze your shoulders, squeeze your arms against you just to make those shoulders go up. Breathe in, squeeze, and then breathe out and relax your shoulders. Let's do that. Breathe in and you squeeze your shoulders closer to your ears, and then breathe out and relax. One more time. Bring your shoulders closer to your ears. I'm using my hands to push myself, to push your shoulders up, just to make it a little bit more, a little bit harder to put your shoulders closer to your ears. And then relax. Yes. So now relax your shoulders up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And bring your neck. Stretch your neck. Bring your chin closer to your chest. Your back is straight. Relaxation for your front neck. Open your chest, open your shoulders. We are going to do 5 of those. So try to stretch your neck. When you go forward, you stretch your back. When you go back, you stretch your front. Okay, so be conscious and breathe in. And then breathe out. opposite leg to the front, and we are going to stretch this side, okay? So when we stretch this way, we are using our gravity, so our knees are going back down, but we are not pushing them. So it's just naturally. If you are here, every time that you do this, it should be going a little bit lower and a little bit lower. So I'm not touching my feet, so that should not hurt you. Some people cannot do this, so they are just straightening their legs. It's fine. So let's do 2 more of the shoulders to the ears. This is a weird position because we should not do this in yoga, in the asanas practice. So I'm just trying for you to feel the muscles. But in the asanas, don't do this, okay? So bring your shoulders close to your ears. Squeeze them. Use your hands to push your shoulders up. And then relax. And you bring your shoulders down. Okay, one more time. And then relax. Good. We are going to the tabletop position. So you are going to close your legs in a hip wide apart, shoulders wide apart. And we are going to do circles with your hips. Okay, so big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the opposite one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Child pose, just for 2 breathings. Stretch your shoulders and try to put your head on the floor. If you need to open your knees a little bit for you to fall a little bit closer to the floor, do it. From here, we are going to the front, and you are going to fold your elbows like this, but you don't touch the floor, and you go again to child pose. You move forward your hips, you go to the tricep push-up in your knees, just gentle. It's a little flow, just to warm up your body and relax. So you breathe in, you breathe out, you breathe in, breathe out. Let's do a couple more. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, push your hips down, but they are not touching the floor. Breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out, and you stay in the child pose. It's getting a little hotter. Stay there in the child pose. And we are going to keep warming up the shoulders, relaxing the shoulders, stretching them out. So from here, you bring your right hand underneath your left armpit, and you put your head on the floor. If you can bring your left hand to the sky relax your body. If you feel flexible today, you can bring your hand behind you. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hand to the sky. Bring it closer to your other hand. And now you do child pose. And relax your back. Your back is straight, your neck is straight, and your shoulders and your armpits are straight. So relax. Now you bring your left hand underneath your right, and you put your head on the floor. Bring your right hand to the sky. And if you can, you bring your hand to your back. If you can't touch your thigh, it's a pretty deep stretch. Bring your hand to the sky. Hand to the side. Hands to child's pose. Tuck your toes underneath you, and we are going to downward facing dog. If you want, walk your dog and try to put your heel on the floor. This is to stretch your hamstring. Fold your knees and put them closer to the mat, but they are not touching the floor. And now you are going to stretch your upper body. You push yourself to a plank position and you stay there. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. And now you go again to turbo dog and you stretch your shoulders. Go back to plank. Let's do 2 more of those. Turbo dog. Plank. Turbo dog. One more time. Plank. Turbo dog. If you need to rest here, you can bring your knees to the floor and you go to child pose. If you don't need to rest, you can just go to downward facing dog. I will meet you in downward facing dog. From here, you are going to raise your left hand and you are going to try to touch your right leg. And stretch your shoulders. It's a balance. And if it's too hard for you, you can do it in your knees and you just push yourself underneath your armpit, your right armpit. Bring your hand back, and now you do the other way. Bring your hand to the mat, walk your dog, knees to the floor, child's pose. Bring your hands behind you and you interlace your fingers and you bring your head to the floor. Try to push your hands towards your head, but your elbows are straight. Hands to the floor and you go to your knees. We are going to do camel pose. We should be pretty warm. Our back is warm, our shoulders are warm. So I'm going to my knees. And what you are going to do is you are going to push your back in a back folded. So let's do that first and then we can try to go down. So push your neck towards the sky. And try that your elbows don't go wide. They try to touch in the back. That's just to protect your back, okay? Your lower back. If you can go to your hands and then you can push your chest to the sky. Bring your hands to prayer hands and you bring it down and we are going to do a child pose with your hands behind you. If you want to hold your feet from here, it's fine. And your shoulders are heavy to the floor. Good. Put your hands underneath you, tuck your toes, and you go to a squat position. From a squat position, you are going to move your toes. So you are going to bring your knees to the floor, but your toes are underneath you. If you need to spread your toes with your hand, do it. It's a great exercise for your feet, and we are not used to. Some people get cramps. So drink water and try to move your feet. I'm always encouraging people to move their feet. So move them from front to back. I know some of you have feet problems, so if this hurts, don't do it. Just stay in the squat and try to go to tippy toes. But to do this is a little bit deeper stretch for the sole of your feet. From here, you try to be in the squat, but now I'm going to open my squat position and you are going to try to walk forward, okay? And your face, your head is in between your hands. So I'm trying to put my heels on the floor. If you need to fold your mat, it's a little bit easier, or you can put a towel in the back. But this is a deep, deep, deep stretch for your back and your neck. So try to do it. It feels good. Bring them back. You are going to put your right hand in the center between your feet, and you are going to bring your left hand to the sky. Bring it back, and you are going to do the other hand. Right hand to the sky. Try to open your chest, and like we did in the beginning of the class, that we were putting our shoulders next to our ears, don't do that. Try to relax them and put them down, okay, far from your ears. Let's do one more in each side. And then the other side. Then the other side, and if you can, I'm going to try to open my shoulders a little bit more, and you interlace your fingers in your back. This is an excellent stretch for your back and your shoulders. If you need a strap, and if you are too tired of being in a squat, you can sit. So you can sit like this. So you can bring your back. Let me show you to you from here. For me, it's easier in the squat. So you bring it like this. So my hands are pulling each other, and you open your chest. If you are sitting like this, you can still open them. Let's do one side and then the other side again. Do you feel it in your shoulders? In the squat or sitting, it's pretty deep in both. Just practice it. Yes, it's a deep stretch. Okay, bring your knees to the floor. Let me straighten my mat. And try to put your shoe laces on the floor just to relax your feet, okay? Just to put them in the opposite stretch. And then you are going to try to go back a little bit just to start to stretch our front body. If you can, and if it doesn't hurt you too much, you can bring your knees like here. For people that have hurt their knees, don't do this. It's better to put a pillow underneath you. So I don't have a pillow here, but if you sit in a pillow, it feels good, okay? Just put a pillow in between you, between your legs. But if you can stretch like this and just relax your neck. Bring your body back. Some of you, I'm sure, can lay down in the floor, but it's a pretty strong stretch for your thighs and your knees. It should not be pain in your knees at all. Okay, bring them closer to you, and we are going to do a pretzel. It's just opposites. I like to do isometric movements. Just do the opposites, okay? So I'm bringing my right leg, crossing my left, like that. So you are just going to twist your back And like we did the other day in the practice, I don't know if you can do it and you can remember. So I'm going to stand up, but I'm still crossing my legs, okay? So I'm crossing my legs like there, and you are just going to twist, pivot your feet, and you go the opposite way. Yes? Can you do that? I know. This is just fun. So you bring your elbow to your left and you twist. Remember to bring your hip bones to the floor. Yes? Okay, bring your feet to the front of your mat and relax. Relax your thighs. Good. Now you are going to hold your legs underneath your knees, and you are going to start to stretch them. So you walk your feet, and when you cannot do anymore, you just stay there. Okay, I'm trying to touch my hips with my belly, and now you are going to straight your back. My knees are pretty folded, so if you can go lower, go lower. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and now you try to go a little bit deeper, straightening your knees and trying to touch your feet with your nose. And just stretch and bring your hands to the front and try to pull yourself. My knees are a little folded, so you don't have to bring them all the way straight. If you want to use the strap, it feels pretty good, so you can strap them around your feet and you pull yourself. Okay, relax. You lose your thighs again. Good, perfect. So now you are going to your side. So if it hurts your hips, don't do it, or just put a pillow underneath you. And I'm going to a side plank, okay? So from here, I'm going to try to put my feet on the floor, and I'm going to raise my hip. Just raise it a little bit. Yes? Bring your elbow closer to your hand and you bring it back. Elbow closer to your hand and bring it back. Let's do 2 more. Bring it back. Bring it back. 1 more. Bring it back. Bring your hips closer to the floor. You fold your feet and you go to mermaid. Mermaid is bringing your legs to the side, just like a mermaid, like a sirena. Yes? And you try to bring your body closer to the floor. Okay, so you push yourself there. Good. And you bring your hand to the side where your feet are, okay? And you stretch. Try to push yourself. It should feel a little stretch in your obliques and your upper bottoms, lower back. Yes, and now you bring them to the other side. So stretch. Try to bring your hip bones to the floor, and you will feel it a little bit deeper. Push your back forward and your belly's in, and you bring your hand. straight your legs, put your elbow on the floor, and you raise your hip. Bring your elbow up, and you bring it closer to your hand. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay there. 2 more seconds. And then you bring your hip down and you go to mermaid again. Bring your hand closer to you. Push yourself. Straight your hand. Stretch your obliques. And now you bring them underneath you. And we are going to do one more camel. Okay, do you remember to do the camel? So you bring your body higher, and then you do a back bend. You do the back bend from your back, or you can straight your shoulders and you push your chest to the sky. Let me see you forward. We are in camel. Try to close your knees a little bit more. And now you are going to bring your right leg to the side. Yes, like that. And you are going to open it wide, and you are going to push your hips down. If you need to put a cushion underneath your knee, do it. I'm trying to stretch my inner thighs. So push yourself there. Yes. And if you can, and you have the strength in the inner thighs, you can put your hands to the sky and look at the sky, or the ceiling, or the fan, or the lamp. Bring it a little bit lower. Yes. A little bit lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. Straight your leg. And now you are going to bring your right hand to your knee, and you are going to stretch your side. If you can go a little bit lower. Bring it back. Close your knees. One more camel. Push your hips forward. That's the purpose of camel, okay? Because in some point you can do the back bend without putting your hands. So the strength should be in your belly and your hips and your bottoms. No, in your hands. Bring it back, and if you need, you can do a child pose there, just to contrast the stretch in your back. Bring it back. You open your left leg 90 degrees, or if you can open it a little bit deeper. Yes. Bring your hands to your waist and you go deeper. can be stable there. I'm opening my inner thighs. You can bring your hands to the sky and you go a little bit deeper. Bring your hands to your waist, straight your leg, put your left hand on your thigh or in your chin and you stretch. Try not to push your hip out. Try to keep it in level with your body, so I'm not pushing it back, okay? So from there you stretch. Can you see the difference? So one is to do this and the other is to be straight. So you lock your hips here and you go to the side. It's just a different muscle that you are stretching. Yes. Bring it back. You close your legs and you go to child pose again. One more stretch for the hips. You bring your right leg in front of you in a runner's lunge and you are just going to push it forward. Your hands are in the waist and now you are going to bring your left knee to your right knee and you are going to twist there. Try to twist all your back from there, okay? And if you can go a little bit deeper and challenge yourself, go a little bit deeper. But stretch your back and your shoulders. Your belly is in as much as you can. Your bottoms are tight. And focus on your breathing. Bring your hands to the front where your feet is and you bring your right leg next to your left and let's do 2 little push-ups. 1, 2, and now you bring your left leg to the front. Bring your body high and you push your hips. Breathe in, breathe out. Now you bring your right elbow to your left knee and you can do prayer hands or you can push. I'm putting like a fist and then you push yourself. That opens your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hands to the floor, bring your knee next to your left, and let's do 2 more push-ups, okay? Don't touch the floor if you can. Bring your elbows closer to you. 1, 2, and then the third, you stay on the floor. Interlace your fingers in the back and you bring them towards you, stretching your shoulders. From here, if you can, and you don't have too many shoulder problems, go to the side plank, like here, like side, and try to stretch your shoulders behind you. Try to bring them closer to the top of the mat. And now go to the other side. Let's see if you can see it better there. Let's do 2 more of those. It's a deep stretch for your shoulders. If you need to go a little bit higher for you don't get hurt, go higher and then you twist. You use your feet. Now relax on the floor and your head is in the floor, and relax your shoulders. Some people relax better if you bring a pillow underneath you or you fold your mat. Fold your mat and you can make a pillow with it. Bring your hands behind your neck and try to open your elbows wide and try to bring your chest a little bit higher. Just 1 inch from the floor is enough. And relax, and you put your hands in the side. Now we are going to the side, and now we are going to the back, to our backs, and we are going to relax our body. Bring your palms to the sky or to the ceiling. Squeeze your hands, tight, 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 tight. Squeeze your body. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your body, and then relax. Let's do 1 more time. So squeeze everything, your shoulders, your feet, your toes, everything. Squeeze, 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 and then relax. And you are going to breathe in. And then breathe out deep. Empty your lungs. Breathe in, fill in your lungs. Breathe out. And you can stay there for a little bit longer if you have time. But if not, and you're going to do the next class, I will find you in a sitting position. And thanks for practicing with me. Namaste. Thanks for joining me today. Sorry about the mistake in the morning. It was a misunderstanding in the schedule, but I do Mondays at 4, I do Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 11. So try to stretch, try to keep moving. Your family needs you, and they need you moving. So thank you so much for joining me. And gracias. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. I hope to see you Wednesday. And do the pose of the week if you can. You can modify it. Let me just show it to you fast. You can modify it. We did a lot of stretches for that. Yeah. So you can just do this and it's fine. But we are trying to modify it. We did all these stretches to make it possible to do it, but it's okay. It's just for fun. We are not putting grades or anything. Gracias, Nadia. Gracias por estar conmigo. Qué lindas, las extraño. Un beso a todas. Thank you. Perfect. Send it to me. If you want, I can put in the collage. If you don't want, I don't have to put in the collage for the page of the gym. But these pictures have been very popular. So, okay, perfecto. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Get ready for the next class. Bye.